Sleep is so important. It's one of the five modifiable lifestyle factors, and it's just important as the others. So the five factors are diet, exercise, sleep, mindset, and relationships. And for a long time, I sacrificed my sleep at the expense of getting exercise in. And exercise is super important. I want to get that in too, but not at the expense of my sleep because it's just as important. The hard thing about sleep, though, is the harder you try to sleep, the harder it can actually be to sleep. With the others, the more effort you put in, the more results you're going to see. It's definitely effort-based. With sleep, the opposite can actually happen. Sometimes, if you have insomnia and you can't sleep, the harder you try, the worse it is. And so, figuring out why you're having a sleep problem is really important. Now, what conventional medicine wants to do is determine what the problem is, and that can be an important first step. So, they're going to characterize the sleep disorder by things like maybe it's snoring, and snoring can be a sign of an airway obstruction. Maybe it's bruxism, that's teeth grinding, and that can be associated with stress. Probably the biggest one is sleep apnea, which is super common. And that's where the breathing repeatedly stops during the nighttime, leading to low oxygen level, which causes your body to then wake you up briefly. And this can happen hundreds of times throughout the night, which prevents you from ever getting into a deep restorative sleep. So figuring out what the problem is really important. But my functional medicine brain goes to, well, why is that happening in the first place? What is the root cause? Can it be identified and can it be fixed? So what could be some of the whys behind the what's? Well, for one, it could be a cortisol imbalance. This has to do with the adrenals. Is the cortisol too high at night? Alternatively, it could be the melatonin isn't high enough at night. Both cortisol being low and melatonin being high are necessary for a good quality night's sleep. There could be something going on like a food sensitivity. So food allergies are oftentimes rather obvious. You eat a food and you react immediately. It's pretty easy to figure out. But food sensitivities are different. You can react to a food 48 to 72 hours after eating it. Really hard to figure out because I can't remember what I ate yesterday, let alone 3 days ago. And that can lead to nasal congestion, which could lead to airway obstruction, which could contribute to poor sleep. Also, nutrient deficiencies can play a role in sleep, just to name a few. So the takeaway is sleep is really important. It is a ninja health and lifestyle hack. For health and longevity, you need adequate sleep, 7 hours minimum per night. And if you're having trouble sleeping, it's important to find out what's causing it, but more importantly, why is that there to begin with?